One along with Clark Kellogg and Coach Mike Fratello and our reporter David Aldridge. This is Kevin Hart. We've got a showdown in the Central Division. The Cleveland Cavaliers hosting the Chicago Bulls. And Mike, not a lot of welcoming faces from Michael Jordan in this arena tonight.
Michael Jordan. That's right, Kevin. Of course, MJ ended Cleveland's season last year in this building, a buzzer beater in Game 5 of the first round. Opening night this season, Jordan poured in 54 against Cleveland.
So Clark, for the Cavs, they're 32-36 and looking to make the playoffs. Their main priority has to be figuring out a way to slow down Michael Jordan, right?
Absolutely, Kevin. They need to make Jordan give up the ball, force somebody else to beat him, send double teams at him, get that rock out of his hands. Clearly, Cleveland has to pay a lot of extra attention to Michael Jordan if they want to have a chance to win.
Now, let's give you the starting five. For Chicago in the backcourt, John Paxson running the point. And at the 2, it's the former MVP, Michael Jordan. A defensive stopper. Scottie Pippen is the small forward. Horace Grant at the power forward spot. And at center, the big man, 7'1", Bill Cartwright. And introducing the Cleveland starters. Sharp-shooting Mark Price is at the 1. And the defensive specialist, Craig Ehlo, joins him in the backcourt. The forwards, rookie third-round pick Winston Bennett at 3. With the experienced Larry Nance playing power forward. And finally, the two-time All-Star, Brad Daugherty. Is the center.
So far this year, in the first 3 meetings between Chicago and Cleveland, all Bulls wins, Michael Jordan is averaging 44 points per game against the Cavs, shooting 55%. MJ is the last guy Cleveland wants to see. Getting aggressive and creating a second chance opportunity, exactly what coaches want to see.
And 3 from Jordan.
So far this year, in the first 3 meetings between Chicago and Cleveland, all Bulls wins, Michael Jordan is averaging 44 points per game against the Cavs, shooting 55%. MJ is the last guy Cleveland wants to see.
Now let's give you the starting five. For Chicago in the backcourt, John Paxson running the point. And at the 2, it's the former MVP, Michael Jordan. A defensive stopper. Scottie Pippen is the small forward. Horace Grant at the power forward spot. And at center, the big man, 7'1", Bill Cartwright. And introducing the Cleveland starters. Sharp-shooting Mark Price is at the 1. And the defensive specialist, Craig Ehlo, joins him in the backcourt. The forwards, rookie third-round pick Winston Bennett at 3. With the experienced Larry Nance playing power forward. And finally, the two-time All-Star, Brad Daugherty, is the center. And Clark, to be fair, Michael Jordan might be the last guy any team in this NBA wants to face.
Well, you won't get any disagreement from me, Kevin. I mean, he's on his way to his 4th straight scoring title, and Jordan is, in fact, the show in the NBA right now, guys.
He is indeed. Ehlo, pass to Daugherty. Well, Mike, at breakfast, we were opening up the papers here in Cleveland, the front page of the sports section. An article about the Cavs' Craig Ehlo trying to guard Michael Jordan.
You just know Michael read that article like we did.
Here's Jordan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Chicago shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Shooting for Chicago, Michael Jordan.
Good on the second free throw. It's been a slow start here for Cleveland. 6-point game. Price kicks to Bennett. The pass to Daugherty. Nance against Grant. Inside shot. The Cavaliers again can't hit. A drive by Jordan. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Cleveland fans looking nervous as Jordan is finding his groove early on.
The best three-point shooting team in the NBA, Clark, the Cleveland Cavaliers, leading the league at 41%. They also are number one in attempts and in three-point shots made.
And you know, Kevin, the injury to Brad Daugherty, I think, forced Cleveland into becoming a more focused team from the three-point line. Guys like Price and Craig Elo, Steve Kerr, all shooting it well. That's Mark Price, for those wondering.
That's right. Here's Jordan, following the score by Cleveland. That shot off. Some solid defense from Daugherty.
Terrific to see Brad Daugherty in the starting lineup. He has struggled through injuries this year, so glad to see the big fella healthy and starting.
An all-star the previous 2 seasons. Brad's health is so important for Cleveland.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game.
You have to admire Elo's skill as a shooter. I'm sure it took a lot of hard work and practice to get his efficiency to be this good.
Paxson, he's checked in for Armstrong. Here's Jordan trying to get open as Pippen. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Grant. Jordan's got 10 points.
Talking to Coach Lenny Wilkins in terms of defending Michael Jordan, Cleveland is looking to start the game with Winston Bennett on MJ.
And then they'd like to end it, Coach, with Craig Elo guarding. The idea behind that, to me, is start Bennett on him, and then hopefully Craig Elo is fresh down the stretch.
The putback, Daugherty makes it look so easy.
Jordan with the bucket.
Michael Jordan.
He's got 12.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Enzo Price will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by 6. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
While the Cavs have lost every meeting with Chicago this year, Mark Price has been excellent against the Bulls.
He sure has been, Coach. With 16 points, 15 assists in one game. 5 days ago in Chicago, Price had 25 points and 8 assists. Cavs point guard clearly leading the way for his team.
Here's Nance and the jam by Larry Nance.
Good hustle that time by Nance to rescue the play, getting in there for the board, and then putting it back with no hesitation.
Well, Michael Jordan on a historic pace. And for more, here's David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Michael Jordan is well on his way to a 4th straight scoring title. With 14 games left, including tonight. Jordan's averaging more than 33 points per game, giving him a more than 2-point lead over Utah's Karl Malone. The only other player to lead the league 4 straight seasons, the great Wilt Chamberlain. Back to you, Kevin.
That's some good history right there, David. Thank you. MJ is a special player. He's a great scorer. Mike, look at his game. Tell me why.
This might not be the first thing you think of, but his conditioning has a lot to do with it. MJ just never gets tired. He can carry a team.
I've never seen anything like it. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
So it's back to the drawing board for this defense. Dude is lighting them up.
For the Cavaliers, Williams, he's checked in for Nance. Brown comes in for Bennett. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Price.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Brown feeling it out a bit. 1:52 left to play in the first. Shot clock at 5. Here's Elo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal
One on Pippen.
These two teams met in Chicago 5 days ago. The Bulls winning 102-95. MJ with 41 points on 32 shot attempts. Horace Grant had a double-double.
And you know, Coach, Scottie Pippen chipped in with 9 assists as well. Mark Price was excellent for the Cavs in the losing effort. 25 points, 8 dimes. I think the Cavs are going to need more from everybody else tonight.
Now here's Brown. Following the miss by Michael Jordan. Kerr the pass to Williams. King with the block.
Great D from King. That's his role on this spot.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Rollins is checked in.
Rollins.
1:24 left in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Elo. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Here's Jordan. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Coach Wilkins scratching his head looking at his players. You'd think at this point he'd want to send double teams at Jordan when he catches the ball.
Now here's Brown. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Kerr. The kick out to Williams. Here's Elo. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Chicago made a coaching change in the offseason, promoting Phil Jackson from assistant to head coach.
The goal for Jackson is simple. Get this Bulls team to the finals. Win a title.
Another shot, and it's denied.
The 7-footer will produce, saying, no, no, no.
And then slammed in by Jordan.
My goodness, taking a chance to add a little extra spice with that throwdown.
Oh, yeah, just another message to the defense that they are in control of this one.
I think the message is received. The defense knows these guys are making them look powerless.
Jumping all over them right from the tip-off. They now have a double-digit advantage.
They look like the more confident team so far. This is why they've grabbed such a substantial lead so fast.
Kerr the pass to Williams. Shoots over King. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 10-point lead.
12. The Bulls. 22.
Welcome back, everyone, to Richfield, Ohio, just a bit south of Cleveland, home of the Cavs. Kevin Harlan, Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge here. We're set for the start of the second quarter between the Cavs and Bulls. It's a big matchup in the Central Division. An excellent job by the Bulls, Clark, so far on defense. They have limited the Cavs' three-point shooting game.
With Jordan and Pippen defending the perimeter, hard to get good looks. The Bulls are not an easy team to knock down threes on.
Not at all. The headline of the Cleveland Sports page, Mission Impossible. Elo to try to ground Air Jordan. For more, let's go to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, you can bet that Michael Jordan read that as well. He's quoted in the article as saying, Craig Elo is a very good defender, and I accept him as a challenge. Now, the backstory, of course, is that Elo was a minor league player just 3 years ago. He signed a new contract here in Cleveland, and his defense was a big reason why. But You know Jordan's going to bring something extra tonight. Kevin?
He always does. David, thank you for that. Mike, the Cavs coaches probably wish they ran that story on another day.
I mean, did they have to run that article today? Let's be clear. As good as Elo is, no one is stopping Michael Jordan when he's on. Sorry, Craig.
So for Chicago right now, they've got Michael Jordan. Grant is out there with Cartwright. Then there's Armstrong. And it's Pippen in at the 3, the small forward.
Opening night for both of these teams in Chicago, Michael Jordan went off for 54 points. An overtime win for the Bulls.
Now Jordan, following the three-point attempt by Mark Price. And Jordan slams it in.
A devastating punch. They can't afford to give up a dunk like this when they're trying to come back.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there was a statement behind that dunk.
Timeout.
One that says, you aren't going to come back in this one, buddy.
Yeah, that has to shake their confidence in their defense. Tough blow.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And Clark, that 54-point outburst for Michael, a season high for the all-world guard.
Kevin seems like he just has the Cavs number. I mean, he also had those 41 points 5 days ago against Cleveland. MJ slept real well last night in anticipation of this one.
He must have. Boy, he gets ready to play him, doesn't he?
Yep.
Good.
Such a pure jump shooter. Price's mechanics are especially impressive.
Jordan continues to roll. Michael has matched his total from 2 nights back, 28 points. Price looking it over. Elo left side. The 10-footer. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
The Cavs shocking the NBA with a huge trade back in November, trading their leading scorer, one of the best 2 guards in the league, Ron Harper, and a first-round pick to the Clippers, and got 2 young players back.
Mike, for the Cavs, the trade has been a catastrophe so far.
You lose Harper, who is averaging 22 a game. The 2 players you get back, one has already been cut. The other playing pro ball in Italy. So you don't replace Harper's production at all.
Not at all.
Looking to stretch this lead out even further, going right after his shot.
And the defense continues to not be up to the challenge.
Bounce pass, Price. Outside, Williams. On the wing, Elo. Price outside. The 3. And that's collected by Grant. Grant's got 4 rebounds in this game.
The first-year head coach of the Bulls, 44-year-old Phil Jackson. The last 2 seasons, Jackson was an assistant under former Bulls coach Doug Collins. And while Jackson was a head coach in Puerto Rico, this is Phil's first NBA head coaching job.
And Bulls coach Phil Jackson, a great player back in the day, you may recall, Clark, with the New York Knicks.
Yeah, he was on championship teams in 1970 and 73 with the Knicks. And he's a player's coach. He's known to be laid back, but it'll be interesting to see if he can take this Bulls team to the next level.
My guess is he can. What do you think?
I would agree. Absolutely loving what I'm seeing right there.
Wow, a slam with an exclamation point.
They're cutting into this lead.
Now, here's Jordan. He's got 34. Into the lane. And slam dunk by Jordan. Michael Jordan has had such great success, Mike, against this Cleveland franchise, hasn't he?
The shot last year on this floor, 54 points opening night in Chicago. MJ loves playing the Cavs.
He does indeed.
He's been a big factor here in the first half, scoring in bunches.
Bulls foul.
That's checked in for the Cavaliers.
Personal foul.
And Chicago also making a switch. Purdue is checked in for Bill
Substitution on the
Cartwright.
court.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Totally unacceptable, inexcusable, the number of points they're allowing inside.
Yeah, coach can't be happy about that. They have to show more fight down there.
Let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
First checked in for Mark Price. And a change for the Bulls. Kings checked in. Pass to Bennett. Back to Kerr. There's the dish to Bennett. Shoots over Pippen. Shot by Bennett, no good. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 16-6 run. Jordan with the bucket.
You know, we talk about Pippen's versatility a lot, and with good reason. There he's showing you a superb court awareness with that pass.
Elo against Jordan. Elo kicks to Kerr. 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. A three-pointer off the mark. Now the Bulls with it. They're on an 18-6 run. It's Jordan with the drive.
Staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has got to tighten up.
54 seconds left to play in the first half. Offensively, Clark, things have sort of fallen apart for them.
And they need to recover as soon as possible. That's a heads-up play by Kerr, finding the open man and getting him the ball on time and on target. Well done.
Here's Jordan. And it's good for 2.
Michael Jordan.
Jordan's got 44.
Let's credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Kerr, the pass to Elo. Now, here's Bennett. There's 25 seconds left here in the second. Back to Elo. A 3-ball. And the call will be against Larry Nance. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Bulls leading by 22.
On the floor for Cleveland. Chucky Brown. Mark Price.
Jordan outside. Shoots the 3. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Cavaliers ball. Coming onto the floor for Cleveland. Tree Rollins.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. The Bulls. All right, here we go. The second half start from Northeast Ohio with Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and DA. This is Kevin Harlan. It's the Cavs and Bulls, a huge game in the Eastern Conference playoff picture. Thus far, another monster game from Michael Jordan against Cleveland. You know, Mike, he just owns the Cavaliers, doesn't he?
Well, the newspaper editor didn't do Cleveland any favors by running that article. Jordan making a point tonight. No one can guard me.
Very clear. Gordy is out there with Larry Nance. Then there's Bennett. Then there's Elo. And it's Price in at the 1 spot. They're the group for Lenny Wilkens starting the second half.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
And he bangs it home with one hand.
Flying high, Craig Elo, the flush. Well done.
The Bulls leading by 18. And then Jordan slams it in.
From him, fans love seeing this kind of dunk.
How about that? Just giving the people, Clark, what they want to see.
Got to give them what they want.
Yep.
And you heard their reaction. They were all about that finish.
Back to Elo. Nance, right side. Jordan with the steal. And looking at Cleveland's three-point numbers, Clark, they're down compared to what they normally do.
Well, you know, it was a point of emphasis and focus for Phil Jackson and his staff. I mean, the Cavs offense is centered around, predicated on knocking down threes. So Chicago clearly looking to disrupt that.
Paxson, he's checked in for the Bulls. Jordan against Elo. 6 to shoot. Nance. No good off the front iron. Jordan with it. Now guarded by Price. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And an easy call for the officials there.
Yeah, don't argue that whistle. Pretty obvious.
And the second free throw, good. The Cavaliers trail by 21. Passes it to Bennett. Nance against Grant. The shot's good from Nance. Nance has got 8 points.
This is Nance in his comfort zone, getting in close to the hoop and using his size.
Oh, my, what a play.
You got to bring an army of help to stop him.
Well said. With his elevation, Clark, he might just rise above it anyway.
I can't get enough of that, guys. He is a rim wrecker. It is great to see Brad Daugherty out there. Earlier in the season, Brad had ankle surgery, and he still isn't up to 100%. If Cleveland wants to make the playoffs, they need Daugherty healthy.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And the wide open shot from Price. Off target from 3-point range. And the great Brad Daugherty, an all-star the previous 2 seasons for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, he's the #1 overall pick back in 1986, and he certainly has lived up to the billing of being a franchise center. He's a double-double machine, highly efficient, very skilled, and still working his way back to that all-star level.
Clark, you were a double-double machine, about 19 points a game, and just a hair under 10 rebounds a game.
Yeah, I found my way into that category the short time that I played, Kevin.
Daugherty, no luck.
You expect to get 2 points there. A little unlucky for them.
So Jordan now approaching the 54-point mark he posted against the Cavs earlier this season.
Michael Jordan won the MVP in 1988, finished second in voting last year to Magic Johnson. I think he's in the conversation again. MJ leads the league in scoring. The Bulls with the second best record in the East.
Elo kicks to Price. Just 5 on the clock. Top of the key. That's good on the jump shot. Price has got 6.
This is exactly what the team counts on Price for. Finding and taking shots that he knows he can knock down.
Hey, Clark, in the MVP race, it feels like it's Magic Johnson against Michael Jordan. What do you think?
I agree, and you take a look at Magic. He's your pick if passing is what you favor. Over 11 assists per game. Johnson's Lakers have the NBA's best record as well, 51-17. MJ clearly has the scoring edge, 33 points a game. Plus, he's a first-team all-defense guy. I think it's another hard choice for the voters.
You and I vote it is going to be difficult.
Hard, no question.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
Incredible two-way play.
Yeah, offense and defense.
Steals lead to points. The defense doesn't have time to get set.
Look, the Cavs have been a bit disappointing this season, sitting at 32-36 right now. Remember, last year they won 57 games, the second most in the NBA, won an incredible 37-4 in this building. A few things have been a little off this year, to say the least.
And there it is for him.
Very smooth jumper from Elo. He hits that consistently.
Over Bennett. Pippen, the pass to Jordan. The second chance effort. It's blocked. Now here's Bennett. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Price outside. And the layup is good.
The 6-foot Price going inside and getting it done. Loving it.
Here's Jordan. That one off the back iron and out. The Cavaliers trail by 19. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Count the basket.
This offensive surge is just what they needed right about now.
But it's still a big hill to climb. It was essential that they at least made some kind of dent in the lead before we get to the fourth quarter. He's out ahead of the pack on both sides with his scoring so far. Playing with a lot of intensity and refusing to be denied.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Price. He's got 8. Gets an open look and hits. Price has got 10 points in the game.
They're playing well, and that's an encouraging sign.
But where was this intensity earlier in the game? They're still down a bunch.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Michael Jordan getting it done for the Chicago Bulls. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. We'll get right back to the action when we return. All right, we've made it to the fourth quarter. Kevin, Mike, Clark, and D.A. with you. Yet another matchup between the Cavs and the Bulls. These two know each other so well.
Cleveland Dancers.
Well, when you talk about Craig Ehlo, what a story this guy is. Was cut from the NBA, playing in a minor professional league, got a 10-day contract with Cleveland 3 years ago to replace Mark Price, who had appendicitis. Ehlo has stuck since then in the league.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
So with Pippen sitting on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. We've got Armstrong. King is out there with Davis. Then there's Purdue. And it's Jordan in at the 2. And for Ehlo, making it in the NBA, Clark, he just got rewarded. Michael Jordan rising to career levels for the first time since 1987. 61 points. Ehlo outside. Back to Price. Takes a shot at the elbow. That one misses. Well, we've been tracking the scoring of Michael Jordan. And, Coach, no surprise. That ties it. Michael Jordan has equaled his career high. 63 points. An enormous effort tonight. Price kicks to Brown. Price, the pass to Ehlo. Doesn't go for him. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Jordan outside. Six on the shot clock. He's done it. Michael Jordan has set a new career high, 65 points. And so Price will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Timeout called Cleveland.
Got to halt this run now, right here, right now, and maybe devise a new strategy here.
Also a chance for his guys to take some deep breaths and renew their defensive focus.
14 yards. Make some noise for your Cleveland Dancers. Make some noise for your Cleveland Dancers.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Gordy's checked in for Rollins. Nance comes in for Williams. And Bennett subbed in for Brown. Chicago also making some changes. Pippen comes in for Davis. And it's Paxson in for B.J. Armstrong. Price outside. Puts it up from 12. Second shot opportunity. There's the nice layup by Doherty.
Looking forward to the playoffs. We know the Bulls will be there. They're jockeying for position. Chicago has been knocked out by the bad boys the last 2 seasons.
The Cavaliers trail by 21. Shot by Bennett, no good. And the Bulls with possession. Michael Jordan, now at 67 points, has now set this building's scoring record. Absolutely outstanding. Nice passes to Bennett. Hilo with it for 3. And it's King with the rebound. Well, for the Bulls in the playoffs, Clark, what did they need to do to get to the final?
Kevin, I think they've got to toughen up. Become more aggressive, more physical, especially if they want to beat Detroit. You've got to be willing to take a beating and give one out. They need more from Scottie Pippen, too. He only averaged 9 points a game in the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
That's right.
Cavaliers foul. Craig Elo. Second personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for Chicago.
And both free throws good for Jordan. Here's Price. Bennett kicks to Price. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Looking to get it going. Rebound by the Bulls.
Well, that's another low percentage shot. He's been settling throughout this game for those kinds of shots.
Pippen outside. Goes back up. He lays it in.
Scottie Pippen.
Pippen's got his first points of the night.
Boy, Pippen showing you some passing right there with that nice finish.
Trying to find a way out of this rut, Mike.
Yeah, looking to regain some momentum offensively.
King against Nance. And another miss by
2 minutes
Cleveland.
remaining in the game.
Boy, you really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Cleveland foul
With
call.
all the different things Pippen can do, Scottie is one of the toughest matchups in the NBA.
Team foul.
The first one falls. A big
At the
group
line
substitution
for the
here
Bulls.
for Cleveland.
Scottie
Collins
Pippen.
checked in for Doherty. Brown comes in for Larry Nance. Steve Kerr's checked in for Craig Elo. And it's Hardy in for Price. Neely's checked in for the Bulls. Here's Bennett. And Bennett throws it down.
Oh, what a flush. Bennett knows they can't stop him. It takes it right to the rim.
And the pass to Pippen. Second chance shot. And it's good on the way in.
Battling for the second chance points there, that kind of effort is why they've got the lead.
Defensively, they need to match that energy, or they'll have a difficult time getting back into this game.
And the rejection by Pippen.
Pippen putting in the work to get there for the denial. That was really a nice hustle play.
Here's the teardrop. And he recovers it. Here's Kerr. Tries yet again. Missed it. Even after all those chances. Pippen outside. From beyond the arc. Cavaliers with the rebound. Kerr with it. Now guarded by Jordan. Now here's Hardy. Guarded closely. And that one drops for him.
This is where you let Rollins go to work now because he knows how to score in close, and he's 7-1, so get it to him.
Here's Paxson. Here's the three. Drills the three-pointer.
A terrific outside shooter. Paxson really helps space the floor for this team.
Hardy passes to Bennett. Kicks to Kerr. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Drills it from outside.
Little back and forth, tay-to-tay on the perimeter. Both teams showing off their range.
Just another reminder of how excellent the shooting has become in this league.
And here's Hardy. Pass to Bennett. Now here's Hardy. And the Bulls with another win over Cleveland. Coach Chicago is 4-0 against the Cavs this season.
They've got one more meeting in 2 weeks.
Please get home safely.